Yo, what's up everyone? For this game, you can see on the screen, Chaos Game Link up against FPF Darkfall. We're gonna get started pretty soon. We have Void coming in from the side of FPF, and from CGL, he just joined the room. It's Refresh. So without further ado, can go on to the main overlay. And yeah, just wait for them to start. So this is the first game that is starting today. We also got rookies up against level 6 project starting on at this same time. I believe both of them are 0-3. Maybe rookies are 1-2 up actually. Regardless, one of them will definitely... Sucks that I can't bet points, but he already did, right? Predicted Chaos Game Link. Just like that. Regardless, double HeyZZy on both sides. Both sides actually repping 23 cards. Refresh you going first. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, with 0 gems. Aren't you able to, unless you meant like if you yourself have 0 gems, can you not do like the custom amount? Well, regardless, skill activation, pitching rocks, adding white. Just a normal play so far. Let's see if Void has any DD Crow available at his disposal. Likely not. Oh, well that's understandable, I guess. Big C. What's up, Kite? What's up, Alco? Right, so we have Basil being added. Not a blue. Obviously you add blue usually on your opponent's turn. You're trying to have some material to pitch for your second and last skill activation. Only roughly 3 more minutes from this prediction, guys. So currently weighing in a lot on Chaos Game Link. Rightfully so. They are 3-0, plus 10 RD. FPF sadly 0-3. So let's see who's gonna get this win. HeyZZy will be the turn 1 synchro, milling the world card weight. And 2 back row to supplement that. Blue rose being pitched, adding the rocks rose. Let's see what's the plan for Void. White rose in hand, and special summon the added rocks rose. But now, let's see if we get a response from Refresh. He's got 2 back row, and you likely want to prevent a synchro summon if that's possible. There it is, and in the form of a Stygian Dirge, no less. It resolves. 3 and 2 are the levels. Don't think Void is running any level 5 synchro now. So, but imagine if there was a level 5 synchro that you could make. That just kind of pops back row. And one that is also generic, so not a TG Wonder Magician, for example. Stygian Dirge definitely putting in the spanner in the works for Void. Base the Rose should, however, activated. Let's not forget if that there could still be a level 8 synchro to be summoned, and indeed it is. All 3 useless material for Scrap Dragon coming up, as Swag also mentioned. It is one of the cards that can reliably deal with Stygian Dirge and can also get over HeyZZy at the same time. So also fulfilling the niche that Scrap Archfiend has been doing recently. the scrap duo, you'd love to call them, Scrap Dragon and Scrap Archfiend. Scared Weight also being summoned, likely to have the Scrap Dragon continue to be up as a material. Or not, actually. Not needed just yet. However, if this Scrap Dragon is it's going to be a high target for Refresh to try to get rid of. Basil, now he can recycle, Refresh that is, his Stinker summonings. Let's see if Refresh has the necessary hand in order to get that OTK going. He pitches the blue rose that he had in hand for a white rose. He also has a basil in hand. White rose here can revive, I'm guessing, the pitched blue rose. And he also likely said that basil, so I'm just guessing this kind of looks like lethal. You black rose, you pop everything, basil and blue rose will be reviving some stuff. Scrap Dragon, mandatory effect, let's go. But now, let's see if there's any counterplay from Void with perhaps DD Crow. Nope, Chain resolves. 1, 2, for that exact lethal combination. Are we going to see maybe even a, what's it called? White Princess? Their weight as well, chiming in, pinching the Ruddy Rose Witch. And I'm guessing he's just gonna go for Meteor Burst here. Try to secure the lethal. Or Semi-Destroyer. Also fine, I guess. Considering there is no hand trap involved, and Refresh gets the first up. Alright, yeah, that's something. Usually those Rose Dragon mirrors kinda come down to who goes first and reliably sets up, especially if you also hard draw the Siege and Dirge. It is kinda the best deck right now, and we also have the stats to back it up. As according to the week 3 meta analysis that you see up on the screen, it's the overwhelming favorite deck for the meta. Mechlord is only at 99 games played because it's I guess a new deck, and it did see some success in week 3, so there's that. But Rose Dragon, pretty good. Regardless, Void is on the second deck, so let's see what's up. Yugi Muto. One interesting statistic as far as the Rose Dragon is that it's only pretty bad matchup, albeit only in 5 games. It was up against Gandora. Going 0-5 against Gandora. Oh, it's not Gandora, it's Heroes, I guess. 30 cards Heroes. Interesting. Does have the setup with Ferris. That's already a pretty good start. Gets the Vine out. Here, I guess you want to mill liquids. Oh, you already have the liquid soldier, so I guess another Ferris could work. Or I don't know, 30 cards. Maybe he's running other heroes as well. No, it's just gonna be the Ferris. It's gonna add a poly, likely going for the double sunrise setup. There is poly being activated. Let's see what he can get rid of as materials. Gonna have to be different attributes, so... Oh, he does pitch a liquid soldier from hand. MST against the book, the only form of protection for the side of Void. That sunrise is just a sitting duck. No draw 2. Rather, he did draw 2. This card's, I believe it was the... No, it was the second increase. What am I talking about? We know that one card in his hand is the Miracle Fusion, is what I'm trying to say. Rocks Rose, searching, likely Basil. Likely it's just gonna be the Basil being put face down and the Rose Dragon, the big one, coming up. But there is the Black Rose itself coming up. No Basil. No effect, actually. Yeah. Can much better go for the Ruddy Rose. There is a pretty stacked graveyard with 2 Liquid Soldier here. I guess it's also nice to have... Wait, this is just game, because he does have a second Basil. Not even Crow can save you at this point. There's a Rocks Rose coming up once again in order to attempt to go for lethal. Even one more back row in case this fails. Supply delay here. What could it be? It's a White Princess, so does get to prevent lethal for this turn. Although his follow-up is looking a little grim. We know he has a Miracle Fusion. Albeit it's only going to be for... I don't know. Do you have Trinity? There's still one back row to worry about. 1, 2 only, so it should be Sunrise. Which will trigger its effect, albeit it's only going to have 1 hero in the grave to use. 1 on field, but you really don't want to go for the field one. Cannot Trinity? Yeah, because it's not an E hero. That's correct. He will actually activate Miracle Fusion once again. So he will be getting rid of the Sunrise. Oh, or not necessarily. Because there's still the Shining. which can use the White Princess as a material, of course. Prismatic as well. Not the worst board, but still can fail even against one Book of Moon. Siege and Dirge here would not be pretty good for a refresh. But we do enter battle phase and immediate Book of Moon. Likely onto the Shining. And with that, it's kind of looking a little over for Void. What can he do? Refresh. Top decks the third Basil Rose Shoot, reviving the just destroyed Rocks Rose, which will once again net him a search. Get that Blue Rose, I guess, because that's the only target remaining. Or Ruddy Rose, which I don't know. But yeah. Don't see a way in which this is not over. It's not a whole lot that Void can do at this point. It's important, I guess, to have the Shining try to retrieve some materials. Liquid Soldier, maybe Stratos. But you still have no grave. There's a Red Rose Witch being added. No one sounds the World Caraway Champion. Pretty unfortunate top deck there. But I don't think it's much to worry about, considering it should still be game. Just go for I guess a second Black Rose if you run it. No, it's gonna be a Zeta. Let me check how much defense the Shining has. Oh, he does have 2100. 21 is a little beefy. But you can just attack with Zeta first and then obviously activate Zeta and or do that. I think he could have attacked with Zeta into the face down, the Shining, then act. Oh, there's why. A second White Princess. Interesting. Hello, Sean. Alright, Void does get one more turn to live, but there is Zeta to worry about now. And then next turn, Rocks Rose can add yet another missing piece, be it via the skill. Wait. He did not use the skill last turn, so he definitely has one more skill activation. But, yeah. White Princess number 2. It's a 30 card hero deck, by the way. Just wanted to remind about that. I guess not 30 card. Let me actually count. I don't know, it kind of comes close. I cannot really count right now. Oh no, it is 28. It is 28. So 30 minus 3 plus 1 on the field, that's 28. Easy. Regardless, Roxrose adding up that Blue Rose and will be using the World Caraway Champion as a material for the Samurai Destroyer. He does not have more basils to abuse. They are in fact banished or in the grave. But he still has one more skill activation. Samurai Destroyer here, preventing the Shining from adding 2 E heroes to the hand. Plenty of them to add, by the way. But Void, once again, has to rely on a top deck. And it's just gonna be a pass. One more back row added to the side of Refresh. And likely game here, because it's gonna be extremely hard to prevent all 3 of these attacks. Coming from all glossy monsters, because why not? Entering battle. Third White Princess. Oh my god. That's just a little unlucky. To get your initial board blown up and then having to live off of the White Princesses, but maybe there's still one more top deck, who knows? There's still like a Miracle Fusion, maybe. But what do you go into? I think all the Sunrises are dead. No, there's still one more, if he is running 3. And I don't know... wait. Yeah, no, he cannot go into like a tornado. And even still, you have to deal with the 2 back rows remaining, so... it's looking just extremely over, and Void knows about it. So it's gonna be Refresh, winning the battle of the starters. 2-0. Obviously, if you go 2-0 as a starter, you've pretty much done your job. Because you're now gonna get that counter deck coming up against you. And, well, you just have to survive. Hope that your second deck can try to get out the first deck of the counter pick, Kerr. And hopefully go 3-2 overall. And put your team in a pretty good situation. So the next player will be Underu from the side of FPF. With version of Jaden. Also 30, or rather 30 cards. Because the other one wasn't actually 30 cards. Let's see. No skill activated at the beginning of the duel. Refresh on the 3 sets and the pass. Know what you want to see. You do have 9, usually 9 Rose Dragons that you want to make use of. And get your engine going. Oh, there's the favorite duel build of heroes. So you can send any E hero from your hand and then send an E hero from your deck. It has to be a normal monster, the one from the deck. And you just casually add a Miracle Fusion. Very nice that he did have the Liquid Soldier in hand. Now he can get to draw 2, discard 1. Brave Neos. Not the worst material, not the worst beat stick out there. Obviously utilizes any low 4 if you are to Neos Fusion it out. So it's pretty good. Discards a Neos, an additional Neos, and says 3 and likely heads for the battle. There it is. Is Refresh gonna respond with anything? It's gonna be a Book of Moon. Being utilized on Brave Neos, and now back to refresh. If he had any Rose Dragon, he would have used the skill on the first turn, but it seems like he did top deck a pretty good one. Blue Rose. It's obviously not Rocks Rose, but at least you still get to it. And yeah, subsequently normal summon it. 3 sets though from side of Underu. This is the counter deck after all, and there's Fiendish Chain. Card we haven't seen in a while, but it does its job, prevents the Basil or the Blue Rose from being added. And likely will have refresh pass once again. Back to Underu. Important to know that his Polar Trap Zone is now fully used up, and sure he would love to activate the skill once more and get another Miracle Fusion off, but he will just be going for the Rocks Rose attack. Enemy Controller is gonna be used to basically keep the Rocks Rose up on the field. Refresh still in a pretty bad position. He's still in the top deck worse. He needs to get another Rose Dragon up to pitch for the skill. And looks like he did not get it. He top deck another Spell Trap. And he's been keeping this one card in his hand since turn 1. Meanwhile, Underu, 8 cards at his disposal, using the field and the hand in total. Underu going once again for the battle phase. Gonna once again try to attack into the Rocks Rose and hopefully get this Brave Neos effect off. It will be the case. He's gonna be adding the Neos Fusion. It is Favorite Duel. Favorite Duel version of Heroes. He did top deck into a Basil, which is fortunate for refresh compared to the other turns that he's had thus far. Can get to go for another Basil or a Blue Rose in order to get some monsters going. There's the Basil. Draws another card. Soul Rose is being activated. Top decked Rocks Rose Dragon will be pitched away for likely the White Rose. Guess a normal summon. Rocks Rose once again can trigger and search yet another card like the last Basil, but he will be going for a Blue Rose instead. That tells me that this set card could be a Basil. He's had this since turn 1. Considering he went for the Blue Rose, this tells me that he really wants to go for that Black Rose Dragon board wipe. There is no Neos Fusion in the grave to protect, but there is a Canaria instead to force refresh to use the Blue Rose as a material. So no longer will Blue Rose float upon destruction, but also no scent of Carrot from refresh. Good Canaria being used there. And if you activate the skill once and you somehow get the Canaria back on the field, it will be game with the with the break news. It should be at 2800. Enemy controller being used, stealing up that Brave Neos, likely no delay. This is the second enemy controller. We now know both of his semi-limits. And here, I suppose you can use it as a material. It is a level 7 after all. There's the Ruddy Rose Dragon coming up. And with that, this is currently looking like game. Under one set, a lot of cards in hand, however. Maybe there is a hand trap. We have seen 3 White Princesses being activated from the side of Void just this previous duel. Oh my god. Under a whips out of Void trap hole. However, Ruddy Rose can negate that and still float into a Black Rose Dragon of his own, which is still a game. Exact lethal, in fact. Two sets and no delay. That's a 3-0 start for Refresh's Rose Dragons. FPF Darkfall. Not in a good shape at the moment. Considering this was an attempt at countering. Yeah, repeat coming up for FPF. So, yeah, counterpick not working out as they intended to, so it's gotta have to be a repeat. Favorite duel hero. Take number 2 against the Shrieking Rose Dragons. Under going first. Pitches an E hero from the hand, which will be Soldier. And we'll be getting out that nice little start where you get to draw 2 and pitch 1. Ooh. That's a card I haven't seen in forever. Wow, Neos Knight. I do know that it's ran in the favorite duel decks. It's just that I haven't really seen a favorite duel deck summon this thing. Regardless, it's gonna be pretty nice, I guess, to clear some boards. Supposing that he's got like a Neos Fusion in hand as a follow-up. But yeah, let's hope that this repeat pays off for FPF Darkfall. If Under is lose 4-0 down is abysmal. Chaos Game Link as well, 3-0 plus 10. It is also coming off of an insane HeyZZy performance from last week. Albeit the game wasn't streamed, the replays were saved and put together into a VOD. If you are a player playing for Team Wars, you can check that under the Week 4 tab. Where, yeah, 9-2 performance from HeyZZy. Refresh trying to look to replicate that, but Fiendish Chain will attempt to stop him because an MST will be chained and White Rose could be looking to trigger. Chain resolves. It does resolve successfully. White Rose will be reviving the Rox Rose. Rox Rose should be good searching the Basil. And with that, It's gonna be look a little tough for Underu. However, 32 is pretty big. But let's not forget that ZZy can reset the attack of Neos Knight. If he wants to go for it, that is. Not sure if Samurai Destroyer, I would have to take another look at it. But if I recall correctly, the effects that Samurai Destroyer stops are basically the activated effects. Not continuous effects like Neos Knight, where it's a continuous effect to gain the attack. Or well, not like continuous, but like if you negate it, it resets. If you put it face down, it resets. Kind of like a continuous effect. Regardless, we won't be getting to a Synchro Summon anytime soon. Basil in hand, we know that much. And we also know that there is a Rockstrose in hand, so you know 2 of the cards in Refresh's hands. Basil will be special summon the Rockstrose from hand, so the 2 cards that we have mentioned. What will he go into? Will be the Samurai Destroyer, so let me read this one more time. Opponent's monster has its effects negated. Alright, so I guess you can just very easily swing over the Neos Knight then. Here, Wade as well, chiming in for that juicy 1900. It's under at a 2000 life point mark. Let's not forget there's still the Rockstrose, initial Rockstrose put face down. Shadows. Adding the Liquid Soldier here, which Underu can pitch under the favorite duel skill. And get a nice draw to discard 1 after he summons, I assume, like a Brave Neos. See, now Neos Knight would have been pretty good. Get rid of the World Caraway Champion and the face down Rockstrose. Even though you still add Rockstrose to your opponent's hand and you don't really get rid of Samurai Destroyer, it's an option, I guess. Gives the Miracle Fusion out. Which will it be? Gonna be the Brave Neos. It's gonna be pretty important for Under to try to draw some proactive back row now that Refresh has not a whole lot of access to it. Book of Moon, copy number 2 or number 3. This card is a Sparkman. Oh, Neos Fusion drawn. It's gonna protect up against the Black Rose effect. Grand Merge. Rather, Grand Neos will be the target, which can get rid of Samurai Destroyer very easily. And thanks to the last year's rulings, Samurai Destroyer won't be triggering, despite it still having no target in the graveyard. Brave Neos can also get searching. 1100 to the face. And looks like this could be looking over. Despite Refresh getting to add a Rockstrose to the hand, there is that Neos Fusion up in the grave. Underu likely will allow this Grand Neos to hop back into the extra deck. In order to protect up against the Black Rose or the Ruddy Rose effect. Or actually no, you cannot protect against the Ruddy Rose, can you? Because you first banish everything and then you destroy if you use Black Rose as a material. Regardless, he's got a Rocks Rose in hand that he can pitch, which he will. White Rose a target. One back row to try to deal with. Depending on the delays, he maybe can't tell if it's something like a Void Trap Hole, which we have seen from the side of Underu. It's a Canaria, however. Yeah, Canaria wouldn't... sorry. Wouldn't do much in this instance, because there is that Rocks Rose in the grave. So Basil can very easily still revive and go for a level 7 Synchro. But which will it be? Which will it be? Sorry. Probably Zeta if Refresh has it. Although it kind of would lose to pretty much top deck any monster. Oh, enemy controller once again! Stealing the Brave News once again! And he will just go for a Right Rose here. Oh my god. Deja vu. Under is gonna get some PTSD from these matches against Refresh. Just when he thought Under could strike back, Refresh Econ takes casually. And there you go, Right Rose effect. Banish everything. Probably not destroy anything, because why not? And that's it. 4-0 start. Hell, unfortunate for FPF Darkfall here. In a winning position, and then Refresh just says no. Just like that. The game is over. And there's not much you can do, unfortunately. So we will be going in for the next player from the side of Darkfall. And yeah, I don't know at this point. I guess you wanna try to utilize that Mech Lord Emu who's gonna come in. Refresh about a Soul Sweep. We'll see about that. Zaga was pretty close. He did go 9-2 in the previous week. Looking like it's gonna be the mirror. I mean, if you can't beat it, join it. Spell Roses from the side of Emu. Pitching Witch of the Black Rose. Interesting. Haven't seen this card being used often. But he does have the White Rose and the Rocks Rose that he added at his disposal. There you go, as the Basil. Likely we'll be heading to, I guess, end on a Zeta, on HeyZZy, or a Samurai Destroyer, one of the three. Dumps the carrot and says to pass. Another worse setup for Emu. refresh with the sweep. Who knows? Pitches the blue rose as the Brock's rose. 2 backer to deal with this time around. We know he's running MST. Maybe keeping it in hand in order to try to deal with potential Stygian dirges. There's the book, however, onto the tuner. And that looks like will stop Refresh's turn. It's gonna be the 2 sets from his side, and Emu here, I guess the Basil can do some quick work, get your engine going even more. Get out that Rockstars once again. Add, I guess, a Basil, because you do have... Wait, can you... Wait. Rose Dragon. What's this? It's not a Rose Dragon, it's a Black Rose. It doesn't even mention Black Rose Dragon. It's just a name for the skill. Where is the skill? Send 1 rose. Oh! It's specifically mentioned which of the Black Rose. Okay, dude. Yeah. MST, onto the MST. I guess it's not that bad of a hit for Refresh. Pretty bad for Emu. It does have a level 10 total on a field. The card counts because it's a tuner, no? Yeah, like it's specifically mentioned, and yeah, has to be a tuner. But it's just kind of funny, like the fact they had to specifically mention it. It is what it is. It's a HeyZZy card after all. No, I was just making fun of the card. Like how it doesn't even mention Black Rose Dragon. It's not even like... It doesn't have Rose Dragon in the name. Yeah, it's specifically for pitching for the skill. Or that rare interaction where you actually get to draw into the Rose Girl. Which is also mentioned on the skill, by the way. More you know. Rose Fairy. Sorry, not Rose Girl, Rose Fairy. See, it's such an unplayable card that I already forgot how it's called. I mean, good thing you get to add it with a skill, right? And knows on which of the Black Rose to add it. Insane. Yeah, that's how HeyZZy did it in the anime, but how we do it in Duel Links, we pitch Rock Rose, add White Rose. And yeah, that's kind of it. Emo has been thinking about this particular turn. Let's hope he doesn't time out, because it's been a while. Basil, Part-Time Master Duel. We do not talk about that game on a Teamworth Twitch stream. We try to keep it PG-13, you know. Black Rose. I mean, I suppose... Oh, Witch is a spellcaster, alright. Activates the effect, interesting. We'll be getting rid of his own Samurai Destroyer here. And the set card was a Basil from Refresh, so... Emu not in a good position, he's only got 1 card to work with. Was he that worried of the set card? Because now Refresh is hell up in card advantage. despite having his turn stopped. Blue Rose. Emo at least still has the normal summon available to him. White Rose being added, which will special summon the Rocks Rose, which I believe, yeah, it does have its effect. Timer constraints surely are the ones to blame here. Emo has been thinking for a long while and certainly didn't end up in the best position. Zeta could be a good step. However, Refresh can just normal summon White and summon Black Rose in defense. Or in attack even. It really doesn't matter. But yeah. Here it is. White Rose coming up. Rocks Rose in a short amount of time. And this is just it. Like, I wanted to call it right now. This is just game. Basil, that is set. I don't know, pal. Surely Refresh has a plant afterwards in the form of the White Rose dump to put the defense position. If wait, it can summon in attack as well, but you still take a few battle damage. Regardless, I feel Scorp. It's I think it was due to time constraints rather, where, you know, timer being low. I guess you kind of do some plays that you likely would not do. HeyZZy. Pretty good card to deal with Zeta. How many times has Emu used his skill? So he's used it on turn 1, and I know for sure I've seen him activate it on the previous turn, so there is no more activation. Blue Rose that he searched. Although it is against 2 back row. What does Refresh have to try to stop this? Seemingly nothing. But oh, Squire Saga. It's been a while since we've seen Squire Saga being used in Rose Dragons. Still, it gets by the HeyZZy targeting, so I guess it has a place. Destroys the Basil. Unfortunate hit there. But likely it's just all that Emu can do. Ready to switch the target, and he gets to the hand. Straight to battle. No Rockstars, no other Rockstars in the graveyard. Excuse me, to add back to hand, but still, I mean, it's just kind of over at this point, isn't it? Refresh himself has no skill activations left, but there's Ruddy Rose Witch that he can do if he for some reason has Witch of the Black Rose in the deck. Yep, there's the Airweight with the Basil. Yeah, so no matter which card he would have hit, it was Basil all the way. White Rose in hand, special summoning itself, and This looks to be game. I think, I don't know. And if Carryweight special summons itself back, yeah. It's game. Because he did add the Ruddy Rose in the previous turn. There you go, no delay. Oh wait, it's not enough. Oh my god. Take a shot each time I say it's game, it's definitely game. X side is definitely losing. And then it's not being game. Let's remember there is a World Carryweight Champion in for Emu. Playing a bit fast here. He does have his Black Rose banished. He has no more Basils if I recall correctly. Yeah, he's down, just like Refresh. Oh, but he does have the second one. There you go, clears the board. Rockstrose adding itself back to hand is guaranteed lethal. And that's for sure. There's no way this is not. Because even with a straight white princess, this is exactly lethal. So, oh, there's a blue rose instead, which does not play around white princess, but still, 5-0 start for the man himself, the pizza man. I mean, all of them are pizza man, but this one specifically. Ivanhoe, a lot of Timur's matches in the previous week have ended in that 10-3 mark. A lot of people went between 5 wins to 7 wins, even 9 wins, or even 10 wins if you were LOL yet, which managed to win the Player of the Week award. So quite the sweeps in the previous week. And let's see if Refresh can match that performance. Even one that his teammate had in the previous week, where ZZy went 9-2 as a starter. So Emu on that second Rose Dragon deck. This one is a 30 card one. Which is Rockstrose as the White Rose. You already know. You've seen it happen like every duel. And not just this one. Every single Team Wars duel in existence since like week 2. Because week 1 wasn't particularly fruitful for Rose Dragons. But Samurai Destroyer, at least for the turn 1 play, said 1 only. Alright, back to Emu. Keep in mind, no repeat, because he did switch card size of the deck. And looking likely to run... Oh! There's Swanee, Fire of the Young Zing. Basil in the end phase. Get out that search once again. And hopefully set yourself up for a nice board clear with, for example, a carrot effect once you add the Ruddy Rose Witch, which he does. And then you still have the normal summon available as well as the skill for a White Rose. So let's see. MST to start off the turn. This tells me that he doesn't want to particularly go for the carrot play immediately. Oh, Compose gets the Samurai Destroyer out of the way. And still 2 more sets to deal with. MST is in all fairness, not that bad. You want to try to get rid of potential threats before you actually get rid of them with the Black Rose effect. Caraway coming up. And let's see, any book, any other form of removal for this? Yeah. Oh, that's a costly removal with enemy controller, considering the normal summon has not been used. Even stealing the tuner, very important. Let's see, refresh. Do you have the... He casually pitches the card he needed in order to get another card that he would love to have in the form of White Rose. Very interesting stuff. There it is, Keratin attack. Once again, bottomless though. Still saving up Emu, but... 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So you cannot really Basil back. I mean, can you even Basil the Right Rose Wish? No, you cannot. Only if it's destroyed, so... But still, I mean, Emu is like... Refresh can just pass if he wanted to. Oh my god. That's another Rockstrose. That's a third Rockstrose, guys. One in the banish, one of his own. Was Econ taken? Oh my god. Black Rose secret effect activating, putting his own Rockstrose into attack and going for game. This is just sad. This is just sad to see at this point. 6-0 start over at the Chaos Game Link. Yeah. So 81% of you voted for Chaos Game Link to win. You're so far in the clear. You do have a 6-0 advantage. Oh, it's been a while for me personally since I've had a game start in this kind of fashion. 2 more players for the side of Darkfall, a Nova and Voltage still left up. But this duel is quiet, refreshing. Get it, guys? Made a pun to refresh his name. Numbiri the goat. Alright. Voltage is coming up for FPF Darkfall. Gonna take a quick peek at the previous match report that FPF Darkfall have had. It was up against the BZ. 5-10 a loss for Darkfall. And well, Voltage was not playing on that. The ones that did play from this roster of today were Void and Anova. Anova single-handedly getting all the wins. All 5 of them. Well, I guess they are keeping the best for last. Here is a Mech Lord. Finally, from the side of FPF Darkfall. Pitches the Granule as boon. While already having Obligado in hand, so good start for Voltage. He gets to get the Obligado search after he activates Boon, the draw 2. boon, a card that usually restricts you from summoning Weasel, since you would control 3 Mech Lords, not just 2. Draw 2 as well, can draw into more armies, which are fodder for the skill. There's the Gear Giga next. Now you can search for another follow-up in the form of an Obligato. Some nice disruption perhaps with a Weasel. Is it Weasel like the animal or Weisel? I think it's Weisel. I should probably say it like that. I remember Primo in the anime. Primo. What's his name here again? Well, I forgot his name. No, it has to be Primo, right? Regardless, he did say that, like, Weisel. So, I'm just gonna say it like that. Obligato. Yeah, like the word wise. Exactly. Wise L. Yeah, let's see if it will be a wise L for FPF Darkfall once again, or a wise W. Wise Zoo? Wise U? I don't know. Pitches the Blue Rose as the Rocks Rose. Let's see if Refresh has an MST to try to clear the board for that. Why didn't say drip? Why didn't they send the Dripplers earlier? I don't know. Maybe they were faithful in the other counters working better, but there is a bottomless. I tended to get rid of that Rocks Rose and likely will be getting rid of it. Kane successfully resolves. Still gets to add something like a Basil, like a Blue Rose, like a Ruddy Rose Witch. It's gonna be the Basil. Voltage here, considering Gear Gigant is very likely to survive, he can add another combo piece to his hand using the Gear Gigant like a Weisel. 30 cards. Usually those 30 card variants can afford to have the full package. Like talking Synchro Absorption kind of package. Don't think I've read the Synchro Absorption one, so don't mind me if I talk things that I shouldn't be talking. But there's regular Weisel being added as the first action. There was no Mechlord sent in earlier, so it's just this one. Mechlord army of Weisel. The one with the big hand, the Popeye guy. The thinnest legs, but the strongest of arms. And the angry face. Let's not forget about that. But currently looking like lethal. Obviously Refresh has something to deal with this. We know because he searched Basil, which he likely said, which likely will revive the Blue Rose. You're new to this game. Well, it's actually a pretty good question. A pretty easily accessible deck that you could buy if you do have access to not just gems but also cash would be Road Dragons. It's not the most like you get the core pretty easily, and you can dream some staples. You can make do with some staples. But other than that, some of the other decks in the meta are pretty expensive, like DDD, like Mechlords, like Heroes, all around pretty expensive. But I don't know, if you want a starter box, you can also make do with the Abyss Actor box, which can help you go into the Meckler box later on. Or just the good old, I don't know, Trimet box, where you also get the magnets, which can get you into Ritual Beast, which can get you into Yosenju, and so on. It's not quite the best deck, but those are some options. Book of Moon onto the tuner, most likely. You're trying to prevent the White Rose from special summoning itself from hand. One more set, and will be the end phase. Voltage. Now back to him. He did add Weasel with the second effect of Gear Gigant. So if he's got a way to reach for Assembly, destroy that Weasel army, can have pretty easy access to Emperor Weasel. But instead we will be seeing a level 4 being summoned. Stygian Dirge! Activated, preventing that rank 4 from being summoned. Now, I haven't seen this at all, but yeah, there's Battle Phase. No rank 3 to be summoned. It's just 3 lone machines. And one will be piercing. Blue Rose, no target. Swinging into the Rocks Rose. Once again, we'll be looking to pierce. I think should be like 700 damage. Refresh is thinking. There's a book onto the Weasel. Now, does he have another card to try to stop the Gear Gigant attack on the other hand? Nope. And no Basil in the end phase either. He has used 2 of them. And he's only got 2 cards at his disposal. Top deck White Rose Dragon. Up against the 1 set. There's Roxas once again coming back onto the field. And now can go for that third Basil. Another blue, if you're feeling blue, I guess, I don't know. Or if you're feeling ruddy, which, by the way, is a localization term for bloody. But don't tell Konami that. They don't like those kind of words. It's not child friendly, you know. Despite having a million other things that are not child friendly, but let's get over that. Compulse. Preventing once again another Synchro Sound for refresh. Rocks Rose to be returned from hand. Ruddy being added there. Tough. He thought a little too ahead and wanted to have... Oh, never mind, he had the Basil. The last one. I just assumed that he searched one in the previous turn and he immediately used it. But this, the third one... Oh, but there's Synchro Absorption coming up. There it is. It's gonna prevent the Black Rose destruction. Which is not that bad, I guess. Damn, third Basils, just like that. Alright, level 7 Synchro should be imminent. No more back row to worry about, and Stygian Dirge will be pretty good. We'll be disabling those Dreadnoughts from being summoned. And Zeta can put a spanner in the works against Triskelion. It's just a crash of absorption that can be pretty bad. Zeta will be inevitably forced to activate its effect against the Synchro Absorption. Last card in Refresh's hand, the Ruddy Rose Switch. Meanwhile, Voltage has quite a few to work with, 3 more in hand. MST, not so much anymore for Refresh. The last back row will be a Book of Moon. Would have loved to keep that one, that's for sure. Skill activation for the second time, which is the Obligato here in order to add the Triskelion. With plenty of Mechlords in the grave, Triskelion can be special summoned. Banishes the 3. And there you go. Not much you can do here. Zeta pretty much a sitting duck there. Has to activate up against the Triskelion, and the other 2 monsters can successfully attack for game. First win for FPF Darkfall. Stopping Refresh's steak momentarily. Did I say steak? I'm quite hungry, it seems like. I meant to say shriek. Refresh immediately back to the table. Let's check out this next duel. Oh, it's once again a Rose Dragon. This time Voltage goes second. And Refresh now on 24 cards as opposed to 23 cards. Let's see how this one is being built. Activates the skill. Pitches the blue and the rocks. You know, rocks, my favorite color of roses. I don't really care about blue or white roses, but rocks, definitely my favorite. Steak Shrike just 1 letter away, indeed. Guess I have to grab a Snickers. I'm not me when I'm hungry. Just like Refresh right now, because he's still hungry for some wins. On that second Rose Dragon, although we're yet to see exactly which variant, if this one incorporates something like Young Zings. It did go for that turn 1 HeyZZy, but he does pitch the carry weight, so tells me that likely not to be one with Rose with Young Zings, based from what we've seen in previous weeks. Obligato immediately composed away. Lance, however, will be attempting to protect it. Will it be able to stay up? Chain resolves. And Obligato, well, will be able to special summon 2 armies. Is gonna be deploying some of those armies. I do say however pretty often, right? Should probably find some new words. Alright. Finally Obligato triggering. Don't think we've seen a delay, so refresh maybe a dead card, but not a whole lot of cards that can be dead in Rose Dragon. 2 level 4s on the field. Skill. And a Granule. There you go. Gear Gingan X coming up. Activates its effect as well, so don't think there is a Book of Moon face down. No delay whatsoever. Could it be perhaps an MST? Hey Dragoon, what's up? Adds Wisel Synchro Absorption. Interesting addition there. Also sends a Wisel army. So now he does have 3 in the grave, and Assembly does get to add 1 Mechlord. So if there really is no delay, Triskelion should be game, I think. One, two, three, banish from the grave. Trisk onto the field. Straight in the battle. And with that Triskelion effect, gonna equip a fat Ready Rose of 3200 attack added onto Triskelion. 6200 in total. Voltage be like, man, if I lose this duel, I better make sure I screenshot my opponent's extra deck. But don't think it's gonna be the case. Oh, Basil. So there was a weird delay, I guess, that I didn't catch on. Thought it would have been like an MST, but Rocks Rose onto the field will at least save refresh for 1 more turn. As the Basil. 50 damage. It's still like 2 Obligato effects away, where it's like 7 monsters total. Wait, if it's 2 effects away, then it should be like 3 Obligatos, and he's already used 1, so cannot burn him for a game with Obligato, sadly. White Rose coming up. Ready Rose, target to be added to the hand. Synchro Absorption. It's gonna get rid of that Triskelion. Gonna protect himself as well. And I guess prevent Rocks Rose from attacking. Pretty cool stuff. But yeah, denying that Black Rose board wipe is gonna be pretty huge. Refresh. What else does he have in his sleeve? Which ace? He is being allowed to Synchro Sound after all, so expecting to see the Samurai Destroyer here. One cowboy and GG. Yeah. Carrot. Activated, because why not? Can pitch Ruddy Rose, and Ruddy can actually also activate, but don't think you want to give your opponent a Ruddy Rose just yet, once again. Basil from the hand. We know that he did have that one. Should be going for a second level 7 Synchro. Should be the ZZy, right? Yeah, there it is. ZZy coming up. Any backer to supplement though these two fearsome monsters? Yes. There will be one set card. So refresh using his entire hand and whenever possible his entire graveyard to push in on this last attempt, but there's Compulse getting rid of that Samurai Destroyer that he would have loved to have used up against the Synchro Absorption HeyZZy. We have been in this position before, but one Triskelion has been gotten rid of. Currently no 3 Mechlors in the grave. Mechlor Refinement once again to be activated, so he has the Mechlor to put that third in the grave. All with different names, Granel, HeyZZy, and Trisk. Can add the Trisk here if he wishes to, but there's still that one back row. Obligado, however, will be the one. Gets it out. Kill and Granel out once again. Yo, you can burn for 150 if you pass right now and lose the game. But yeah, Voltage looking to try to get the dub here. Ouroboros coming up. So this will definitely warrant a ZZy activation. Ouroboros is basically a trigger, or rather an ignition effect Pokemon. Will be an to get rid of ZZy here. ZZy, perhaps he can target Ouroboros here, because there's also the clause of cannot attack unless it has exceeds material. ZZy, finally. But it will be up against the Synchro Absorption. Refresh one set card against the world. Oh, there's Triskelion. Last card in hand. This looks a little over and Refresh knows it. 6 and 2 will be the final score. Not only for him, but for this game. For this match rather in particular. Yeah, certainly a good performance. 6 and 2. Should be. And we will be waiting for the next one to come on in. As a starter, obviously you would love to have that at least 2 and 2 performance, but season 2 going above and beyond, setting your 4 teammates to literally just grab 4 wins to remain, certainly puts you in a pretty good position. And if you win right now, 10 to 2, that's a lot of RD to gain. Would be putting you to 18 total. Gonna be leaving up the meta analysis on the screen. Have you to check how week 3 went, the bigger debut of Mechlords, and the total overtake of Rose Dragons. With DDD severely dying, Burning Abyss, Metal Foes not even dead, just like I don't even know where they are. If they're not dead, what are they? Like they're in heaven or something. But yeah, damn. Imagine if you're one of those 3 Metal Foes players from week 3 and you just don't do anything. 0% win rate for the win. Insane. Guess a pretty big surprise is Gindora, but doesn't tell a whole lot. Only 13 games. There will be Jorfio coming up onto the table. Alright, and now we start. Jorfio, one of the HeyZZy finalists for the main tournament. On the 21 cards, don't tell me this is Metal Foes after I just dissed them. Oh boy. Activate the refinement. Here is the skill up on the screen. So first time around you get to add assembly, which adds you any Mechlord that you want. Target 3, add into your hand or spell. Wow, that is pretty broken. Astro the Eradicator, that's a pretty big snake. Metal snake. Anyhow, Obligato. Calling up his armies. Oh, also hard opened the boon. Not bad. Voltage definitely looking to get this out as fast as possible. Gear Gigant, probably gonna add that further follow-up with the second Obligato. Jorfio's second deck is Necros and he a Biatch. Well, maybe we won't even get to see his second deck. Let's see. Either that or he goes to go O2. Team Wars can be wild at times. 1, 2 sets. End phase, burn for 0 damage, and there's Librarian, there's Metal Foes. I just talked trash about my favorite archetype in the entirety of Yu-Gi-Oh! And you're bringing it. You're the best, Jorfio. Let's go. Let's go, Metal Foes. Best deck of all time. Rescue Rabbit. Response? No. You lose. Let's go. Gonna get the silvers out. I think we've seen compose. Yeah, we've seen compose from voltage. So likely no floodgates. I mean, even floodgate wouldn't be particularly good to activate in this instance. Could have activated onto the rabbit, Mr. Frost. But oh, there's bottomless. I don't know if we've seen that one, but special summon the Steelens would have worked out a little better. Maybe, maybe not. There's the Wall Flame, scaled up. Gonna get the Metal Force Fusion out, surely. No, someone already has been used, and he will be activating, so no Pendulum Summon to be expected on this turn. Oh, there's double Steelen. There's the reason why we haven't seen the Steelen. Oh, bottomless number 2. Getting rid of the Mithrilium. I mean, what can you even draw into at this point? It's not gonna go well for you, Jorvio. Nothing. Bottomless into bottomless. You are into the abyss right now. The little goblin just casually falling into the abyss while lost souls are watching him in terrible despair. Yeah, that's Jorvio right now, and he just showed us why. Well, rest in peace, Metal Foes. Still on a 0% win rate, I bet. Now I have to check this. Let me check the other 2 reports that have came out this week. Metal Foes is not present in Frozen Bound vs Dark Lords, and it's also not present in Switcher vs Clockline, sporting that 0% win rate. From a 6-0 position down to only 6-3. I say only like it's a good thing, but Mech Lords, I guess they do have that potential to streak. His second deck Necros, watch. Oh, let's see. Is yet to come down onto the table. Now he's finally back. Let's see. No repeat has been announced. So, I mean, after that kind of a performance, I guess you don't really feel confident with repeating. And would you look at that? Jorvio heard you, Dish. But look at that. No Necros, I think. I don't think Kiza gets Drosson's Light. 22 cards. Voltage going first once again. Very hard to stop Mechlers once they get all that set up. There you go. As the Obligado. What else would you add? Like, really? You want to add an army? Nah, man. You're thinking wrong. Gonna get out those 2 armies. And well, there's your turn 1 setup as a Mechler player. He's ought to get a Obligado number 2 with his Gear Gigant X. 1 back row. Will there be a second? Yes, there will. We have seen double bottomless just in this previous duel. That's something Jorfio has to keep in mind while playing his Rose Dragon monsters. And not to forget about the compulses. So Jorfio kind of at an imbalance right here. Skull Roses coming up. There you go. Special summons from the hand successfully. Bottomless, however. To be a chaining response. Jorfio, anything from your own side? Pretty long chain link thinking there. Refresh has done a extremely good job as a starter for Chaos Game Link, just like HeyZZy has done that in the previous week, where he went 9-2 in a 10-4 game. He went 9-2 as a starter, and yet the game ended as a 10-4. Let's hope, if you are on the side of Chaos Game Link, talking to all of you guys who voted for Chaos Game Link in the gem prediction, not to have a repeating performance like that. Basil, the target to be added with Rock Throws, sits 1, a second, and not a third. Back to Voltage. Got a bottomless putting in some work, not just this duel, also the previous duel. Certainly not bad. Adds Synchro Absorption, Mechlord, Emperor, and MST. Left or right, there is a Basil in there somewhere. It's a risky MST, unless he's got 2 of them. Leftmost. It's an Econ being forced. Distributing away the White Rose, still away the Gear Gigant. At least there is a Basil target now if he's to activate it. You would have rather loved to have hit the Basil, but not all things can go your way. Skill activation, Mechler Assembly, adding something to the hand once again. Quite a few Mech Lords in the grave, and we know that Voltage has the Obligado. There you go. And, well, sadly, Basil cannot really protect from Triskelion. Wait, that's actually 3900. It's gonna be 62 into 23. Oh, wait. Obligado can burn. Obligado can burn. For 150. Oh, voltage, please. You have to see this. Or that, yeah, direct attack, I guess, also works. Ah, man. But the obligado burn. But yeah, it's far better to go for the direct attack. We'll be ranking into the Iron Wolf, detach 1, make Triskelion attack directly, and that's just gonna be game. Basil, not much he can do here. And before Jorfio reveals, like, I don't know, a stray, I don't know, spear. Yeah, I'm talking some bull. But what's not bull is FPF Darkfall on their own streak, 4-0, after being down 6-0. 6-4 situation, certainly very recoverable. But now CGL will have to send yet another player in from Black Snake, Vigo, and HeyZZy, the star of the previous week. Come on. That's kind of just game. Who's thinking this much? Jorfio. Just take your L, man. Let's go. Voltage, turn your chain off. Just press no on the effect. There you go, finally. Voltage on that 4-0 streak. And now someone else from CGL has to take up the mantle. 0-2 for Jorfio. Likely not what he expected, but after that kind of a first game, the second one was not the worst. Oh, it was a time limit win, so Jorfio, I guess, just stalled a little. Not nice. But well, the man of the hour from week 3 coming up. You can see him on your screen, top right. Also on the table, it's HeyZZy. Zaga on the Galaxy, the deck he used to grab 2 of the 9 wins. Galaxy Expedition, Prismatic. Oh, I love this animation. Photon Dragon just materializing out of thin air, and space, the power of space coming up. It is the Galaxy Eyes 4 on Dragon. RAR XD. Gonna go for number 90 with the one set. Let's see if Galaxy will be the answer to end this Mechlord streak. This time around, the Mechlords going second, no longer having free reign to set up everything. Obligato. You guys already know, you have seen this a couple of times. Obligato sadly negated. But guess what? The burn is still gonna come up. Take your bets for 0, 50, 100 and 150. Answer, it's gonna be 0, cause like he's already used his normal summon. No way to get your skill up on the field. And well, Funnel Art is just a bit too much to deal without that nice back row. So pretty good send in here, cause like something like a Compulse could be pretty bad, but Bottomless would not have done much of a good job against a Funnel Art. Have to be able to destroy the card in order to banish it. So Bottomless gonna do nothing. Zaga should be trying to look for a way to get those 4,000 attackers. Play around that Compulse. Because if you do go for the Cypher, he can just probably chain. It's a good thing, however, that Galaxy Knight is also up on the field, because it and number 90 is lethal. Activates its effect. Which one will it be? The rightmost? And that's a Lance. Likely not what he would have loved to see, but still one more. It's still game by combining attacks, so I don't know. Don't think Voltage is likely to get rid of 2 monsters now. One attack passing through. 25 to the face. And here's the game. Finally, something in return for CGL after that consecutive losing streak from the Mechlords. Yeah, if he left at 6-0, it's now, well, it used to be 6-4, but 7-4 now. Let's go for the second game, rather second deck from Voltage. Looks like it will be DDD. Lovely sleeves from Voltage. Bring some homage to the deck that got them the wins. Slime, turn 1. With the Thomas already in hand, so opening likely to one-offs. Slime at least has a target, obviously, because else why would you use? Ragnarok. And now I guess you're gonna look for that Giant Trainer and hopefully add a normal sound bomb monster like a Kepler, or add the Gate Witch as the Kepler, which as the Witch. Or is he gonna go for Xenophon? I'm assuming that's what he's thinking. But Giant Trainer surely also feels right. Xenophon it will be. Now, no revival from the grave from Zaga. So, pretty hard for him to try to play under the Xenophon condition. But if he hard opens the stuff that he needs in order to actually play the game. One set, 2 sets, 3 sets, alright. You don't often see that in Galaxy, but I guess it came at a good time. Delay on standby, but we are successfully entering the main. Xenophon effect number 2 successfully resolves. Still no more special summons for the next turn. Kepler, good draw there. Open Slime Rhino Thomas and didn't do it. Do what? The Giant Trainer or was the Kepler in the hand? Oh. Yeah, well, I'm just a caster. I don't know the little intricacies, the intricate plays of DDD, but there's the lance. I guess onto the side. Huh? Oh, it targeted Kepler. My bad. Thought it targeted Rhino for a second. But there's Gate. Not sure what Gate can do much here. I guess you can enable the skill. Well, I guess it doesn't do much, except, you know, put the high skill from your deck and get out the Armageddon. Swings for 14. Not enough for game 24, even though there was no delay. And, well, let's not forget there was still the Son of One Floodgate, so... 7 to 5. Voltage almost matching Refresh's performance. Yeah, seems like so. Not much he could have done either way, Zaga, I think. Volt's first deck was Mech Lords. He used that in order to get these 4 wins. 5th one coming from the DDD. That was being 6-0 down, by the way. So, making it to 6-4, and now it's 7-5. Pretty equal if you ask me. White Rose. Coming up. We've seen it a lot of times happening, considering that Refresh did play a pair of Rose Dragon decks. HeyZZy, the turn 1 play. Man, the carrot, don't care about no carrot. 2 sets. Should be pretty good. Back to Voltage. Gate to start off. We have seen a Refresh, and not just Refresh, but a lot of players playing MST as well inside of Rose Dragons. But the gate will successfully resolve. Slime being added means that one of the back rows will be useless. Slime effect. Surely should be resolving. There we go. Ragnarok. Pitch to the grave. Genghis in defense. Obviously. Slime effect. It's going to revive another Ragnarok in hand. So 2 Ragnaroks. If he really wanted to, he could get rid of one using Ragnarok's effect. But I suppose it's just as beneficial to try to go for a rank 8 play instead. Like, it will surely bait both back rows this way. Ragnarok effect. Goodbye, ZZy. But 2 more back rows still. Or rather 1. Considering 1 should be ending up being negated. Are waiting for the next play. Come on in. Timer has been a problem in this match. Standing 1. Lengthy end phase. I don't know, guys. This duel is kind of slow. Book of Moon in Zaga's end phase. I mean, he really wants to get out that Rocks Rose, and it will just go on, I guess. Doesn't even negate it. You love to see it. No more 5 seconds more of activation. Nah, I don't know. Rocks Rose. There you go, Basil, Indian phase. Now Zaga has something to work with. White Rose. There's still a card in the grave that he can utilize. He could be adding that plant fodder with the next Rocks Rose activation. MSD, at least get rid of that pesky back row from Voltage. There was a Witch. Pretty good hit, I would say. White Rose getting out another level 4 onto the field from the grave, if need be. Or a level 3 tuner from the hand. That's surely a Basil, and now looking to clear up the board, get the Black Rose while at it, and get another like a Rocks Rose from the Basil. So that's pretty much it. Voltage here has to have a hand trap like a DD Crow, like a White Princess to try to stop this. Let's see if that's the case. Chainlink 3? Nope. Chainlink resolves. No delay whatsoever. There you go. 8-5 in favor of CGL. Voltage's streak finally comes to an end. And now it's all down to a Nova. the player who actually went 5-2 in Darkfall's previous week performance. Nova should be coming in. Yeah. He has been their, one of their best players, for sure. Oops. Just love the room. Somehow. Wait. Thank you for the play 15 duels and win 3 consecutively missions that were done just by spectating. Let's go. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty hard to go for that, but at least he has the advantage that, well, he knows he's playing against Rose Dragon, but one deck that can strike is Rose Dragon. You have to rely on the mirror here in order to try to bring it back. It's just 2 wins away for CGL and 5 wins away for you, and it's not like we have seen comebacks before. There's been plenty of them, all the way from 4-0 all the way to like 6-1 type of comebacks. So let's see how it goes. A Nova finally should be in the room. He says hello. Zaga doesn't say hello back. Not nice. Not nice. Gonna remember that, but let's see. It's gonna be likely Galaxy coming from the side of a Nova. He is going first. Axis Galaxy with the Galaxy Zero, so pretty reliable number 90 opener here with the Galaxy Expedition to combo it off with. Get those 2 Photon Dragons out of the way. And get the 90 out. 1 set as well. That's pretty good turn 1. Let's see if Zaga has something to say about that. Top deck MST in order to deal with the back row. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be a Lance. So now if Zaga has something like a Book of Moon in hand, he has to chain it towards the number 90. No. Chain successfully resolved, so now the Photon Lord is unaffected by spells and traps. Sets 1. Doesn't look too good. Sets a 2nd. And the 3rd. Alright, so if he does have something like a Rose Dragon in hand, even if he does not, 3 back row is at least serviceable. It's going to help you to deal with the big Galaxy-sized monsters that Galaxy puts out. Nothing in the grave just yet, so not a whole lot of things you can add here, except for the Galaxy Cyclone. subsequently activated is gonna be the middle. Good choice. Gonna be the Book of Moon. So yeah, likely HeyZZy would have loved to have kept that up. Number 90 back to attack position. Back to being face up. Any rank ups though? Any rank uppers in the chat? Are you guys rank 8s, rank 4s? Or are you guys like other extra mechanics like, I don't know, a Link, Synchro? Speaking of ranking it up, there's a Cypher Blade coming out immediately, actually. A Nova clearly intending to end the game on this turn. Trying to get rid of another back row. He has gotten rid of one book. MST, dead MST, but the fact HeyZZy kept in hand and, well, Galaxy Knight as well helps here immensely. Standing up a rank 8 by itself without needing a skill, and there you go. Even HeyZZy knows it is what it is. It is an 8 and 6 for this match so far. I'm a token. Well, yeah, I guess that that is a valid option. Yeah. That book was integral. Was the perfect snipe. Likely, like, I don't know, if he had another back row at his disposal, he likely would have used it on the Cypher. Just wasn't meant to be. And well, even then, it wouldn't have mattered much, because there was a gap. Actually, it did kind of matter, because yeah, it would have been face down, guys, and I wouldn't have been summoned. So, yeah. Not all that bad. We are waiting for the next player from CGL to come up. Zaga's still in the room. So, news that he's AFK. Let's go. The fourth player within the room has entered though. It's the Black Snake. So if worst comes to worst, we go, the last player. Let's go. Another HeyZZy. So another chance for the Royal Dragons to claim the majority of the wins. from this match. It's important that Black Snake is going first. Nova here, not able to set up the negate because obviously he's going second. 23 cards, is thinking about the skill activation. Basil to be added. Galaxy Cyclone. It's gonna be destroying, probably not the best card he would want to destroy. It's gonna be the shoot. And now still one more back row to try to play against if you are a Nova. And not only that, but also Black Snake resetting his engine. Yes, Jurfio has already played. It's only Black Snake and Wigo left. You can see on the right the player scores. Male is the wizard. Sends the Photon Dragon. And does have the Monster Reborn. So let's see if Black Snake has a response. As far as back row is concerned. We'll be allowing him to go into Neo. Neo makes it so obviously ZZy. Wait. Okay, ZZy banishes for effect, not for cost. So successfully resolves. Full armor now. You can see the negation. If Black Snake has anything, now would be a pretty good time to activate it while there's no... Oh, there's the enemy controller. He's gonna be tributing a... Will it be the Roxrose or the ZZy? I'm guessing you would love to actually keep the Roxrose here. Seems like not. ZZy wouldn't do much on the field except be a material for your level 10 Rody Rose. Does grab the armor regardless. See if it resolves. Yeah, seen from just the previous player of Galaxy Zaga running the lance. Photon Stream. Gonna be banishing that ZZy. But that's all it's gonna be. Snake does have the follow-up. It did add with Rocks Rose, the Blue Rose. Rocks Rose. And from now on, it's gonna be very unlikely for Nova to have a good follow-up. He has already used his skill to easily summon something, and I don't know, something just tells me it's already game. Rose Dragon coming up, and Battle Phase. Alright, so it's not exactly game, but it's not exactly a good situation for Nova either. Says the one, and that's just it. Snake has full reins in order to just win this duel outright. White Rose will help a lot in making that a reality. Just straight up attacking with all three of these monsters, I think it's it's actually the best thing you can do here. Unless you sense no delay. Let's hope it's not that. Oh man, the mind games right now be like, should I just leave this as it is, just attack with all three? No, I'm gonna Synchro Summon. And HeyZZy, okay, that's certainly a good one if you sensed some delays. And there you go. Black Snake claiming the 9th point, putting CGL onto match point now. Nova, he does have the option to repeat. No, he doesn't. I'm lying. I just lied to you guys, sorry. Yeah, gonna be needing a judge for that one. Gotta make sure that everything is all good in the hood. Tree Hard 7. Rest in peace, Tree Hard emote. And Nova is taking a while to switch to his other deck. But he is back imminently on the table as soon as I say that. He's gonna do his best, so let's see if that's the case. That's what he said on the table, that he's gonna do his best. Maybe, maybe not. Nova on the bottom with a 25 carded HeyZZy. So, over roses. Pitching white this time around. I don't know, it feels like pitching white is kind of a sad play. Like, pitching blue, it's fine. Like, we only really use it for a skill, to be honest. Rarely you can normal summon it before you go into a black rose play in order to get lethal pretty nicely, but pitching white just kind of sucks. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But it's gonna come back once again. Sammy D, the big boy, with the one set. And now back to a Nova. Sammy D more or less means that you gotta summon that Scrap Archfiend if you want to do some things. And MST right off the top for a Nova. Here, he will be dealing with the Basil Rose Shoot. Interesting. So, Snake did start with one of them. Pretty good hit in all honesty, if you're Black Snake. Nova, well, that's at least confirmation that you are free to play. not in the actual state of your account, but free to play through this turn. Without the worry of any back row. There's a Nova's own Basil. And seemingly he will be going for the set 3 rather than try to go for any stinger kind of play. And likely just gonna go over that Rock Rose of Black Snakes. Boom, in the grave. Spell Roses number 2 from the side of Black Snake. No more activations for the rest of the duel. This time around, searching the white instead of pitching it. You'll have to see it. What did Nova use? Oh, he also pitched blue for Rock's Rose. So all three of them actually did it like in a unique manner. Floodgate. Very good card to use in this instance, considering Samurai D occupies a monster slot. Cannot recover the tuner and go for a level 7 very easily. You have to rely on that Basil Shoot there, that's surely being set. And the top decked back row. Sammy D. 1000 to the face. White Rosie. Well, not go 12 to the face. As his Basil, and that's very important. The fact that the Rockstro stays up here means that Snake should be looking like to have more than just a book as the response. However, we know that he has a Rose Shoot. Pitches blue for white. So no longer we have unique combinations of pitching and adding, since Snake did that just on the previous turn. White Rose, grabbing the level 4, so now no book works. Black Rose clearing the board here, maybe. Let's check it out, see how it goes. They are thinking about it. One of them, that is. Maybe Snake. I mean, he surely has some form of response, but when the time is right, he has to do his thing. Synchro Summon will be happening. Black Rose Dragon coming out. Effect. Chaining Book onto the semi-D, making sure that it's not going to float. Very good. Chain resolve successfully even. So from the side of Black Snake there is that shoot, the third and last one, and the book. The book there, not doing a whole lot. Not like it would do anything in any place. Rocks adding the blue. And that will be it for now. So 2 sets. And Snake has no other rocks in grave. Oh, any aces in chat? Yes, there is. So, oh, 1 set only from Snake in the form of a monster. And that's it. Basil is going to help a hell of a lot here. Getting out the rocks once again. And, well, if you get white, or you get to white somehow. Oh, there's the crow. First time we've seen it this match. Having a great usage. Rival gift. In response to the Diddy Crow. And Nova saying, I'm getting that tuner no matter what. On top of another level 4, because, you know, shit has to resolve. And not only that, but look at those tokens, those juicy tokens in attack position, 1500, they can be very easily cleared out. Wow. What a turn-up situation there. Destroy everything. And White Rose knows on for game. Black Snake gonna have to give up on this one and go to the second deck. Nova putting up a good fight. Let's see if it will be enough. It is getting a little intense. You never know how Rose Dragons can be streaking. I mean, we've seen that at the beginning of the match, but those are the final last few legs of the match. Those are the scariest moments in my opinion. Like, towards the beginning, even though things go wrong and your counters don't work the proper way that they should, later on, you don't have a lot of those counters, so it can go even wilder. Lucky for Nova, he is going first. As the blue here. This tells me he's already got Basil in hand. The turn 1 play here will be the Yahtzee. Interesting. Cosmic Cyclone. Which one will it be shown? Is the Basil. Forced away. Has the assembly in hand as well. He will be getting to add any mech lore monster. Will be the Triskelion. Has the Obligado as well, and seemingly no delay. Is Black Snake free to play on this turn? Could this be the end to this match? Assembly here. Popping the skill. Surely should be getting out a... Oh, I was thinking though a Weasel in hand straight up, but just headed for the battle phase. First attacking into the Rocks Rose. Or rather, the only attacking Rocks Rose because Weasel can make your guy pierce. And that's just gonna be game. For sure. 5,000 to the face. A Nova. Sally the Last Hope. Not meant to be. And with that, CGL grabs their 4th win out of 4 matches within the first 4 weeks of Team Wars. 13 RD now. And for FPF Darkfall, -12. We go definitely the MVP of this game. Combined, he had a total of 10 wins with 0 losses. Which puts him in the category of Perfect Sweep Club. Wait guys, I gotta show that. Image, add, browse. Did I save it actually? Hold on, did I save it? Yeah, I did. New award, boom. New award introduction. Perfect Sweep Club. Center. There you go. From many 10x performances, only 4 stand out as 10-0s. Until 13th of August, where Wigo managed to have a 10-0 of himself in Season 12, Week 4. Alright guys, so I don't think there's much else that can be done. Don't think I'm gonna take an interview. I'm quite hungry. Need that Snickers up. Nah, joking. Let's do the match results. CGL FPF 10-7. And look out to raid another game. So Rookies and LSP, that's gonna end pretty soon. I could be sending you to BZ and DOT, but I'm actually gonna be sending you to a game that just started 15 minutes ago. It will be EMP up against Black Titans. So let me just grab the Twitch name of Nelly. Nelly, new streamer, also new ref from this season, so make sure to say hi to him from me. It's 1-0 up for EMP. So I'm just gonna host you guys there. Thank you for watching, and make sure to follow on Duel Links Team Wars Twitch, and also subscribe on the YouTube. You have the YouTube just in chat as the last message from Nightbot. We have started uploading the matches once again, so if you missed any match, you can check it there. It's gonna be there most likely. And that's kind of it. Thank you for watching, and see you around.